Good afternoon. December the 21st, 2015, the last few days before trading, before Christmas and our New Year's to holiday break, which usually brings quiet trading. We've got, I think the E-mini pretty much went the way that we thought it was going to go today. We wanted to sell 14s to 19s. That was sell one. We had our buy number 2 was 95.97, and that was the low, and that picked it up pretty well. So number 1 resistance holds. Number 2 is where the market should head, and that's exactly what happened. The easiest trading came before the opening. Retest failure, mean green here also. On a V top, potential exhaustion bar, this trade worked out well. This retest failure was a loser, or you made 1 point, and that's pretty hard to make 1 point unless you set out to do it. This S was 2 points. This retest failure trade right here got you 4 if you traded it perfectly. Chop in here had a loser in that particular area, taking the trades, or a scratch, a loser to a scratch. Retest failure, S plus, S plus. We caught both of those. Getting a cup of tea right here. The biggest trade of the day, that was a plus. This buy plus. Retest failure in here, at least a scratch. Another retest failure in here, at least a scratch. Pretty choppy. Finally a B gives you a plus. Retest failure, S, S, S. Retest failure, all small winners. So a couple of losers possible. I had to chip away at it, but the trade setups worked if you took them. And if you became selective, you got what you got. So our idea today was that there was one sell left in the market, that we were going to test the 95 to 2000 area, and if we couldn't take it out, we'd probably trade sideways in really anticipation of a pause day after a couple of days of trending. Inside day today, that means trading range tomorrow or resumption of the trend. So this would suggest that we're looking for a place to get short early in the session. Volume is way up here, way high in the 11 area, but it's a pretty square distribution TPO wise. Volume wise, leaning P, TPO wise, leaning B. If we spend time in this 201 area, can trade lower as it builds or fills in. So if the market was to close right now, right here at this area, last rotate up 3, the K period high at 6, and the J period high of 8. So 3 to 8 is prime sell territory. So we'll make 4 to 7 sell 1, then 9 to 14 sell 2, and on the buy side 95, 97 buy 1. Don't really like that trade very much. Stops beneath Friday's low. 90, 92 is a better trade. Do have news. GDP plus 2%. Deflator plus 1.3. FHFA housing index plus 0.4. And existing home sales plus 5.32. Focus will be GDP and existing home sales. I think the E-mini is going to try to trade lower. See if the Fed's going to step up and save the day. Like the short side of the market. Treasury's held in there pretty well. They're suggesting that there's more selling to come in the E-mini. You really have to think that temerity kept the Fed from raising rates when they should have or could have. And all the reasons they gave for not raising rates up until December were still in effect. We're still there, and yet the Fed raised interest rates. So why did they do it? My guess is probably to save face. Higher low, higher high on the 10-year. That's where the hedge is. Looks like it's going to trying to trade higher. A lot of it will be dependent upon what the E-minis does tomorrow. Definitely have ourselves a P right here. So this structure favors higher prices. First sell is going to be failure to take out 20 to 24. Probably the easiest trade to see, and again, depending on what the E-mini does, we're probably going to have our answer pretty quickly. Sell 227 to the buck. The buy side, the breakout from Globex came out of the 16 area, so 12 to 16 is buy 1. 5 to 9 will be buy 2. All down to the direction of the E-mini, in my not so humble opinion. Okay, putting the knob spread came in quite a bit today. And so we have two distributions here, but if the E-mini sells, I imagine this market will snap back, and the knob spread will widen pretty quickly. It has a tendency to do that. So we got volume right here in the 12 area. We've got this high in the 12.13. We got this 4-letter ledge at 13. L and J stops. So 11 to 15 is sell 1, and then we'll make 27 to 31 sell 2. On the buy side, 29 to 01, which is where we were this morning. And then 17 to 21 for buy 2. Okay, gold, we've got resistance at 80. Don't imagine that'll change. No real reason other than people are scared to death. Higher low, higher high on F1, so find a place to buy it to retest resistance today. Definitely a very, very strong piece. So sell 1 is going to be 80, 82, 85, 87, sell 2. On the buy side, we had the breakout from 73, so 76, 74 buy 1, and 69 to 71 buy 2. Crude oil, the expiring contract went below 33 today. It's gone starting tomorrow. February will trade front, lower high, lower low. We're finding a place to sell it. And so our first sell zone is going to be 36, 36 and a quarter. If we can get it. And 36.50, 36.75 for sell 2. On the buy side, 35, 35 and a quarter. Stop play below 35, and then 34 and a quarter, 34.50 for buy 2. It's just where support is. Like the short side better. And the euro. Thought the euro was a little bit out of line with what the yuan did. Last night the yuan was up, the euro was not lower. And then I understand the rally this morning off this morning's news. European economy is a little bit stronger than ours was, perceptually, on a relative basis. So higher low, higher high, okay to buy it, okay to sell failure to take out 109.50. So you can see that this 109.50, where we've got a little bit of volume, 109.75, potential resistance, and it really jumps up to 10.50. So here we are, and here we sit. Got a little volume up here at 70. We rejected prices above 55, so 75 will be sell one. And again, don't see any reason for us to be this high, but we are. And then the breakout came from 910. So 925 buy one. 109 even buy two. And that does it for December the 21st, 2015. Had ourselves a pretty good day. Persistence, sticking with it, taking the trades as they came up, which is all you can do as a trader. You have to trade the methodology. That's all I have. I will see you bright and early in the morning. I hope everybody has a great evening. And we'll be back at it, shaking the Chicago CME money tree one more time again tomorrow. I'm out of here.